boom, today I'm going to teach you the secret to how I've gotten 99.197% of my students through the new 2021 PMP exam. All right, so today I'm going to lay it all out. I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it, how I do it. We ain't stopping, all right? So on the new exam, I'm looking at the results over here, 247 divided by 249. Now, we've got another 150 to 200 taking it by the end of the year. But right now, do that math. 247 divide 249. Real numbers, real students, real success. That's a crazy high number, 99.197. All right, so there is a method to the madness. It's not just, put students in, cram their brains full of junk and all that stuff. No, there's a science to it. Innovation and simplicity to this. It hasn't been an easy road, but I've refined it with my team, and we are there now, continuing to get better, and I want to teach you how you can do the same, okay? Whether you work with us or not, whatever. If all the boot camps in the world, which are garbage, gave up on their ways and followed my ways, the world would be a better place. So come at me, Rita and Andy and all the other folks in the world. You can have it, all right? You can have these methods. Just follow them, all right? So here's how we do it. Now, before I lay out the exact process that we use, okay, I want to tell you a little story. Now, this morning I got up at about 4:30 a.m. and I was going to go write and do some stuff, but I got on YouTube and I've been getting back into golf. My son's taking lessons. I got an hour and a half. Might as well hit some golf balls. And I got a little bug, the golf bug. And as I have gone out there, if you ever play golf, you hit a couple good shots and you're like, oh man, this is the best thing ever. And then the next one you hit, zoom. And zoom, and zoom, and it goes to the side and in the trees, and you look like a fool and all this stuff. But yet again, one time, boom, you hit a good one, and you're back to the races, all right? So, and this morning I was like, how do I hit more consistent shots? So, I was searching, and I found this dude named Mo Norman, all right? Now, Mo Norman, I'm going somewhere, and it's going to teach you about the PMP, so stay on the road with me. Mo Norman is a Canadian dude from back in the day. And Mo Norman has the claim, if you Google or YouTube him, he is the straightest golf ball hitter in professional ranks ever. The most pure, the most dependable shot, the cleanest shot, like Bobby Jones and him. Like, nobody knows about Mo Norman, Canadian guy, an innovative man. And basically what he defined, and he came from nothing. No golf lessons, no nothing. Just a poor guy going out there, found golf, he liked it, and hit it. He only had one ball most of the time, boom, one club, and hit it. And basically what he determined over years is he built himself into a predictable process that he could hit golf balls straight all the time. As I keep doing this, is that he wanted to eliminate all variation and risk from his golf swing. And he wanted to use his body in the most efficient way possible to square up with the golf ball with his club, boom, hit it the same way every time, be able to predict it, and be able to go. And there's videos, if you go online, of he's like 60, 70 something at this time, and just pop, just hitting them all straight. It's a beautiful thing. And so what he did was he didn't look at the traditional way. He wasn't taught by anybody. He was just a dude swinging a club. And he wasn't taught by these other guys that say, got to do this, got to be complicated and flowy and all this. Nah. He looked at it and said, how can I create a repeatable process? What is keeping me from doing it? So some of the things he did was like, I don't have a golf club in the thing. I got a pencil. How do you hold the glove? He's like, I'm not going to hold it with my fingers because fingers move and stuff. I'm going to hold it with my grip of my hand like I'm holding a baseball bat or holding a hockey stick or holding whatever you call it, a tennis racket. He's like, that's one thing. And that was like way different than regular people, right? And then it was like how he laid his feet out was different than the other dudes. It wasn't different to him. It was just what worked. And then he was like, hey, I'm going to, instead of wrapping around, I'm going to point my club where the ball's going to go instead of wrapping over here. It seems to work better. And so as he started to put all these things together, the grip, the way he worked his body back, the way he finished, the way he put his feet, all those things, the way he addressed the ball, he puts his club way behind the ball instead of right up front. What I'm trying to tell you is he did things that worked, that were repeatable, that made sense. And then he looked at the result and said, did it work or did it not? Not this golf pro that I paid a bunch of money told me to do it. And, oh, I look so good in the golf clothes and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. My golf clubs are so pretty. No. Did the ball go straight or did it go to the side? And so as he put all those things together, boom, he started winning golf tournament after golf tournament. And that struck me this morning. That's why it's about 7-something this morning, and I wanted to jump on here and tell you is that if we look at things with an honest lens of does it produce the result we want? Is it repeatable? Is it logical? Can we do it every single time? That's the only thing that matters. If it doesn't produce the result, it ain't worth doing. But we're not in the old days where we'd sit in class and forced to read. So that's out. If we have no book, what do we do then? Well, maybe we make it visual. And maybe we talk about it like a normal person instead of a confusing, like high-minded Ivy League, white collar, blah, 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 I'm smarter than you professor. And then maybe instead of having a one-way conversation where the professor goes blah, blah, blah at you and tells you to fill your brain up and take notes and be there and pay them because they're super smart and bother leaving, maybe we have a conversation about what really matters. And maybe we talk about how it relates to your life so that you can have perspective. All these things that I'm talking to you are the same thing that Mo Norman did to say, hey, I'm going to hold the club this way because it works, because it feels right, because I can repeat it. I'm going to put my feet this way. I'm going to point the club at the result because that's where I want to go. And I'm going to look see at how it works. So if you think to yourself how you learned, did you go to a book? Or usually now, have you gone to YouTube or Facebook or these other things? So more innovations that we use, and I'll just distill them down at the end, is that we want everybody to understand things at its core fundamental concept. We want to start from simplicity and work to complexity, not the opposite. And so as we do that, we ask why. Why are we doing waterfall? Why are we doing agile? Why were those methodologies, those frameworks, why were they created? We have to be a little bit of a historian, and we have to visualize in our mind what kind of problems, what kind of pressures, what kind of things could have existed in the past and did exist to have them be generated. If we look at that, and it doesn't take long to put our mind's eye toward it, and we facilitate that, then we realize, oh, I can see how that would be beneficial. And then as we understand that, what do? We detail in to go, what kind of problems could we walk into in that environment? And so what we're doing now is we're not talking about PMP prep. We're talking about project management and getting things done in the real world. And that's why we have a 99.197, and it's going to get higher, pass rate. It's because it's not gobbledygook stuff. It doesn't take a long time to do what I'm talking about. But it has some core fundamentals. 1, simplicity. We have to make things simple. Simple doesn't mean it isn't good. Simple means it's been refined down to what really matters. Number 2, it has to be your information. It has to be relatable to you. You have to understand and be able to talk it through and use it. So simple, usable, and repeatable. That's what we want. Repeatable means we have a model to understand agile and waterfall. We have a model to follow to solve hard problems. Here's how we look at it. Here's how we set up to the golf shot, to the problem. Here's how we bring our club back. Here's how we drive through it. Here's how we finish every single time. That's what we do. And then the thing that we wrap around it, like bacon wrapped around something that tastes good, is we put coaching through it. To bring the human, to bring the humor, to bring the fun, to bring the engagement, to bring the encouragement, to bring the support. Don't spend your time wasting your head and wasting your energy and wasting your heart and your confidence beating yourself through all these books. But it's better that we simplify it down. Don't read for the sake of reading. Simplify it down. Act like you're going to teach it to somebody that you care about, and you want to make it exciting, and you want to actually help them. And I want you to say, this is how it might apply. This is how I might put it into practice. These are the problems that I might face. Here's how I would prevent them. Here's how I mitigate them. Here's how I'd avoid them. Makes you rich. Makes you understand it. Gives you perspective. What do you need on all questions? Perspective. You need to be able to interpret what's happening. You need to be able to identify what's right and wrong. And you need to be able to understand this is what I might do in a murky world. That's life, and that just happens to be the way the questions are. And so as we walk through with our students, we walk through, we look at it this way, we distill it down this way, we reflect, we analyze one by one, we talk about why, we own our weaknesses. I've got to say, don't know it, that's a gift. Let's figure it out. Let's talk to the coaches. Let's talk to Scott. Let's talk to my fellow students. Let's not waste any time. Let's be vulnerable. Let's be open. Let's be engaged. Let's get down to understanding stuff and actually laugh about it and have fun. You know, there's like this thing called a turducken. It's like turkey, duck, and chicken all together, and they got wrapped bacon around it. This is essentially the turducken, and it's delicious. This is the turducken method of PMP prep because we got simplicity, usability, and repeatability wrapped in support, engagement, humor, and fun. And so anybody out there that wants to take it and do it, here you go. Just put a little bit of thumbs up to say, yo, Scott me taught how to do it. But anybody else there that wants to learn, and wants to have fun, and wants to be better, and wants to do it faster, because I never mentioned how long it took those people. Worst case, it's about 4 weeks. Worst case. Some people go a little longer, shorter. I mean, we've got people done in 7 days, whatever we have to. Most are about 2, 3, 4 weeks. There's no pressure. With the support, certain people learn at different paces. It's okay. It's okay. Why would people rush you? Why would put people pressure on you? I don't know. Because they don't care about you. So the only thing in the world that matters, what is that? Progress? I think it's progress. Thought it through. Progress and, something that you can be proud of. So if you're proud of your results as a project manager, don't know why I just got emotional, but I was thinking about what really does matter to you. And so getting the result that you wanted, because dudes, I'm going to get off of this. I get calls every day with people that are struggling, that went to shitty boot camps, that went to all this stuff, and they're at their wits' end. And some of them want to leave the industry. Dude, what are we doing here? What are we doing? So if you feel even like that, or you see that in the future and you're like, dude, I ain't going near it, just follow what I said. Just reach out to me. We'll jump on a call, Zoom or otherwise, telephone, I don't care, and we'll just talk it through. So I can go for 8 days, but this is just off the cuff because I got inspired by a dude this morning and I wanted to show how to do it. So if you want to pass, and you want to get better, and you want to do it more efficiently, effectively, and actually improve as a project manager, that's how to do it. So thank you, Mo Norman. Thank you guys out there, and please reach out to me. Scott@pmmasterprep.com, that's my email. Get a pencil out. This is my phone number. 757-759-5282. Call me. Try me. I will help you. That's all we do. Or go to our website, pmmasterprep.com. You can either apply to the Accelerator. Doesn't mean you sign up for it. Just means you and I talk. We figure out if it's a good thing for you. Because I want to give you a good golf swing that, boom, you hit it straight every time. And there is nothing in the world better than hitting a golf ball straight. So let's do it. See you later, alligator.